Hi, I'm Johnny. Today I'm back to show you how to make one of these beautiful knitted beanies. So let's begin. So let's make a beanie. Get your wool and make a slip knot. Take your needle, pop it through the slip knot. Now we're going to cast on 48 stitches. To do that, we need to take your right needle, pop it behind the back of the 2 stitches that are on your left needle. Get the wool, wrap it around the right needle, pull it through the back, and then slip it over the top of the left needle. So let's do that again. Take the needle and pop it through behind the stitches. Take the wool, wrap it around, pull it through, and then pop it onto your needle. So we've created 3 stitches. So we'll do it again. Put the needle in, wrap the wool around, pull it through, and pop it onto the left needle. Now repeat that, so we have 48 stitches on our needle. So now we've cast on the 48 stitches, we're going to begin our first row. Now we're going to do garter stitch all the way through. To do garter stitch, you need to knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, all the way through. So to begin, we take our right needle and we just simply pop it through the back of the first stitch. Then we're going to take our wool, wrap it around the needle, pull it through, and then simply just slip it off the left needle. So let's do that again. Take it behind the first stitch, wrap your wool around, bring it behind, and then slip it off. So you've just done your first 2 plain stitches. Now we're going to do 2 purl. To do purl, you need your wool, instead of it being at the back, we want it at the front of the right needle, sorry. So bring it to the front, then we're going to take the right needle and pop it through the next stitch, but we're going to pop it from the front to the back. So put it under the first stitch, wrap the wool around, and then pop it through the back, and then pull it off the needle. So we're going to do that again. The wool's already in the front this time, so just pop your needle through the stitch, wrap your wool around, then pull it down and off. Now we're going to do 2 knit. So we've done 2 knit, 2 purl, and now we're going to knit 2. So take that through the front, wrap it around, and slip it off. Take your needle, pop it through, wrap the wool around, bring it through, and then pop it off. So then we're going to do purl. Bring your wool around to the front, bring the needle up through the stitch from front to back, wrap the wool around, pop it off. Then we're going to pop the needle in, wrap it around, pop it off. Now we're going to continue this all the way to the end. going to start on row 28. So to do this one, we're going to knit 1, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. Knit 1, purl 2, knit 2, and purl 2, and continue that all the way through. So I've just completed that row. So this one I'm going to just knit 1, purl 2 all the way across. Next row, I'm going to knit 2, purl 2 together, knit 2, purl 1. So let's begin. We're going to knit 2, and then I'm going to purl 2 together, knit 2, and purl 1, and repeat this sequence all the way across. So we're now up to our last row. So in this row we're going to be knitting 1 and then knit 2 together. So knit 1 and then knit 2 together. Knit 1, then knit 2 together. And continue all the way across. We've completed all our rows. We're going to start putting the beanie together. Now what we need to do is thread the wool back through all of these loops. Now find the end. The easiest way I find to do this is to use a crochet hook, but you might find another way that is easier. So all I do is just put the crochet hook through, get some rope, pull it through, and then pull the wool through. We probably don't need all of this wool that I'm pulling through. This will be used for the pom-pom on the top, but I don't like cutting it off till the last minute. So then we go to the next one. Oops. Go to the next one, pull the wool through, and do the same thing again. And just continue this all the way across. And then we can pull it tight at the end. As you're threading these back through, you can actually take them off. I'm going to turn this around and do it from the other side because I find it a little bit easier from the other side. So thread it through and pull it. Thread it through, take that one off, this up, and pull it through. Finished threading my wool through the top of the beanie. Now all you need to do is just tighten it up and pull it to as tight as you can towards the top, like that. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape. So now all we need to do is use the wool that we have here to stitch down the side. Now you could use a darning needle. I'm not going to. I'm going to use the same, I'm just going to use a crochet hook and just wrap it all the way down. You choose what you would like to do, but this is the way I do it. So what I do is I take the top point on both sides and continue all the way down. So I just pull that through. So So as you can see, I've sealed it at the top. Now, all I'm going to do is hold the beanie together, make sure I've got it all straight, and I'm just going to pull the wool across. And start sewing down the sides. Oops, there we go. Using a very fine crochet hook and it's getting caught. So just keep threading that through. I've now stitched that all the way down. Now that I'm at the bottom, I'm going to just tie a knot in that. I will later on just stitch that back into there. Now I'll cut that off and also stitch that back into there later. Now I'm going to show you how to just make a pom-pom for the top, and then we're done with our hat. Now I'm going to show you how to do a pom-pom for the top of the hat. Various methods on how to make one, but today I'm going to use my fingers, something hopefully we've all got. Now I'm just going to use the 3 fingers because that's the width of what I would like my pom-pom to be. All I'm going to do is simply hold the rope at the bottom finger, the wool at the bottom finger, slightly open your fingers so there's a little bit of a gap, and then wind them around. Now I have 2 pieces of rope left over just by accident, so I'm just going to thread the both of them. Just like that. Now I've got a short piece of rope that I cut earlier. Now all I'm going to do is pull out my middle finger, thread this right around the back, and then I'm going to tie it up in the middle. And slip it off my fingers. Just like that. Now pull it tight with a knot so you end up with this weird shape. Then all I'm going to do is go around and cut all my loops. Then I'm just going to trim it. You get a bit of excess wasted wool this way, but I think for our home projects this is okay because everyone will be able to do it on their hands. Okay, so there's our pom-pom. Now all we have to do now is attach it to our beanie. So now just take your beanie and pop the 2 end cords through the hole of the top of the beanie. Pull the beanie inside out. Now what I want to do is knot these 2 together so they don't come undone. So the way I'm going to do that is get my crochet hook. I'm going to pull the cord through one of the loops, which will secure it on one side. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Pull it through. Then I'm going to just tie those 2 together. Just tie a knot in those 2. Once you've tied a knot in them, make sure you secure it tightly. You can simply just cut off the excess rope. And there's your pom-pom. So now, just to finish off, I'm going to do the similar thing. I'm going to then thread the excess wool in and out with the crochet hook of the loops along the bottom. You won't notice them. Finish it off there and just cut it off, and you don't know, and just repeat it on the other side. And there's our beanie.